This video illustrates how to use the VDA WebGIS GeoSelect feature to examine block groups within the context of congressional community areas. We're now looking at the Census 2020 project startup view. The GeoSelect feature enables you to select multiple geographic areas, in this case block groups within a congressional community area, and aggregate their attributes by using an intersecting shape or buffer. So to proceed, we'll do a find for the zip code 92660, similar to locate a similar area, a congressional community as used in the earlier videos. So this shows that zip code that we just selected in Orange County, California. I'll now click the button to remove the crosshatch and the zip code from the view, and I will turn on the Census 2010 First I'll turn off the tracks, the thematic patterns off, and I'll select the block group 2010. I'll select the congressional community 2010 bold, and I'll turn on the congressional community 2010 code. And now you can see, I'll shift this up a little bit. You can see the congressional community used in the previous videos. This is 06 California 48, Congressional District 48, and Elemental Congressional Community 4. So making the active layer also block groups 2010. I can now click on a block group. It crosshatches showing that's the one selected, and also populates the populates attributes of that block group in the profile panel at the lower left of the window. You can see here that I've got GeoID highlighted, and this is block group 3, and it's within the congressional community 06 48 04. So it just reaffirms that and then proceeds to show certain demographic data for the block group. So I can do that for any of these individual block groups in the profile panel updates, but so far I can't really aggregate those and show an aggregated value. So this is where the GeoSelect operation comes in. So I might start it by I do start it by clicking on the drop down on the tools on the main menu bar, click on GeoSelect, and a panel comes up here, GeoSelect and various operations within it. Right now it defaults to a 2.5 kilometer intersecting circle, and if I click the button click by radius, then it will create that radius circle from wherever I click within the map window. So I'll arbitrarily click right here below the 06 48 04 congressional community. I'm sorry, I didn't click the instruction to click by radius. Now I'll click by that area, and it selects all of those block groups that intersect with that circular area. And over in the profile panel it shows the aggregated values. So you can see, looking through the circular area or buffer, you can see that there are several, I'd estimate there are about 11 of the block groups that have been selected, actually most of the congressional community. So to build that on out, we'd need to select these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block groups to select all of them. But for those selected, we can see that the ACS 2018 population is 26,646 is the estimate of the population aggregated for that group. So I might stop there. or I might go ahead and change either the way we do this or the distance. So let me change the way we do this and click on 2 points. So I click that button to enable that, and I'll click on a point here and then an arbitrary radius for that circle. And now you see the circle has been defined by selecting a centroid point and a radius distance. So rather than conforming to a particular kilometer size, it actually is flexibly defined. So again, the sum for the intersecting block groups are showing here as total ACS 2018 population is 3323. So that ends the presentation having to do with the use of the GeoSelect tool. We will develop a more advanced view of how to use the GeoSelect tool in a subsequent video. Thank you.